I've heard it said many times over the past couple of weeks. Why does EA not realise they are sitting on a goldmine? They have the Star Wars license and they have tons of skins and appearances that are possibilities where they could make money from them. If they got a load of those in the game, they would make a crazy amount of money. Yes, in my mind that statement does make sense, and yes, they could make a lot of money from these appearances, but the problem is in this case they have other options, or I should say another option. Say Battlefront 2 was the only game they were working on, I'm sure all their effort and all their developers at DICE would be working hard to make this the best possible game for the players and the best to make profit. But since the beginning, in EA's eyes, Battlefront 2 has been deemed a failure. At launch it sold less than the last game did, not even reaching the sales target. It was 1 million off that target, so 9 million instead of 10. Still not bad sales. It was actually one of the best selling games in November, coming in at second place in the rankings. November, for reference, is normally the biggest month for game sales, so it's safe to say EA did okay from it. So why does it seem like Battlefront 2 isn't a priority? That is the question. The answer being EA goes where the money is, the biggest amount of money. The truth is, yes, skins could sell well, but they would never equal the same amount of profit as what a Battlefield game could net at launch. It was estimated by an analyst that Battlefield 1 sold 16.5 million copies at launch. Compare that to Battlefront 2's 9 million, and that's a great deal of difference in profit just at the launch of a game. We're not even counting in-game purchases and continual sales from Battlefield 1, which apparently ended up being over 21 million after the first year. 21 million copies sold, that is. Battlefront 2, I would be guessing, may have reached around 11 million sales at this point. Still, that isn't our fault as the players. EA decided to implement a pay-to-win loot box system, and it backfired. People hated the progression system from the beginning, and that made them not want to buy the game. Yes, a greedy pay-to-win system crippled the game's sales at launch. Battlefront 2 in truth should have been a top selling game, and EA's choices are what made it sell less. Now, no matter how a game sold or how it's been doing should matter. EA DICE promised us a live service with no season pass and new heroes, maps, modes and weapons every single season. At this point we have had one season and are approaching the second one 6 months later. In my mind, the progression system took far too long to fix, and microtransactions were out of the game for too long as well. I even made the point of saying at the time that if EA removed microtransactions, this game will suffer, and in truth it has ever since. They want to do things their way, and seemingly when it doesn't work out, they pull people from the game and move them on to something else. From what we are hearing, at least from that one leak that has proven true so far, the dev team has been mostly moved to Battlefield 2018. In EA's eyes, it would seem that Battlefront 2 has made its money, and now it's time to focus on something that will make more, a lot more. I'm sure if you were head of a big company and given the wheel, you would choose the option with practically guaranteed profit. Battlefront 2 is not guaranteed profit. You've got the option of credits and crystals, and it's fairly easy to get credits, and unless they put highly extortionate prices on these skins, then most people will be able to achieve them in credits with a small amount they're putting out at a time. Battlefield 1, on the other hand, is a great example of how well the series sells. It was said to be the largest launch in DICE's history, and I'm sure they would be hoping for the same again with their new Battlefield game. That doesn't mean no one's working on Battlefront 2 anymore. I'm sure there are a fair few people still hard at work trying to give the players what they want. Imagine just being a hero designer at DICE animating Grievous for countless hours and then being told to prioritise Battlefield stuff. I'm fairly sure that is the case now. Battlefield 2018 is the priority, and Battlefront 2 stuff can just wait unless it ties in with a movie or an anniversary. Still, even then, DICE doesn't seem to have the manpower to deliver when seasons occur. I normally am hopeful, you've seen my videos before. I thought EA and DICE would have surprised us with something big, something that was highly requested by now, but that just hasn't been the case. May is a month of reused content, a new game mode and some other stuff, with June being the real Han Solo season, or the season we all expected relating to that film. Not a season most wanted of course, and currently a season that looks as though it will disappoint as well. I go into every update normally very hopeful, and time after time usually I am disappointed. So for this one in June I will expect near nothing. A few legendary skins and a new world, that's all we've been told so far. Yes, the skins do look great, and that new world, that new planet, the new map will probably be a great map to play on, but is it enough? If the skins sell well, which I doubt they will, EA may direct more attention Battlefront 2's way, but in summary, I think the game is losing players too fast now. I see the same players over and over again in game, and that is not a good thing. Battlefield is where the money is for EA, and that is where it would seem the effort is going. When June comes around, we will truly see if that is the case. Will the Han Solo season prove as lackluster as that transmission, or will a good deal of us be proven wrong? As always, I just wanted to share this information with you and get your thoughts on the matter, so feel free to leave your comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.